Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing another food picture reaction going through the third week of January 2026 from all the photos that you guys submitted in our community Discord server. If you're not already in the Discord server, I'll put that link in the description. So if you want to see your food photos featured in a future video, make sure you submit in the Food Pics channel. We're going to dive right into photos from the third week of January, starting with January 15th. We actually don't have anything until January 16th, so we'll start there. But if you guys are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We are building YouTube hours every single day, getting so close as we build hours every day to unlocking YouTube monetization, which just makes the content on this channel better and makes the channel more sustainable for the long term. So make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're gonna dive right into our first food photo. This one is crack dip. I've heard of crack chicken and crack things like that. Not the kind of crack you're thinking. Hold on. This is made out of usually bacon and cheese and ranch. Looks like there's maybe some cream cheese or sour cream in here. This would be so good to scoop with veggies, with chips, with crackers. Oh my goodness. I wonder if this was served warm or cold because I feel like it could be done either way. Have you guys ever had anything that's been labeled as a crack recipe? And I put that in quotations, of course, because you know what I mean. This looks fantastic. I know with bacon bits all throughout, that's going to be so good. All right, next we have from Lovey's Food Truck, roasted chicken thighs with lemon Parmesan cream sauce and noodles. Okay, first of all, plating of this, gorgeous. Bright colors, really incredible lighting. I love the herbs sprinkled over the top of this. You can see that there's some garlic bread that's nice and toasty in the back. We got some lemon slices for color. Looks like there's some red peppers. Yeah, these look like red peppers instead of tomatoes. Cream sauce well distributed throughout. I personally don't go for chicken thighs most of the time. I opt for chicken breasts, but chicken thighs end up being a really juicy cut. You can see they got some nice golden brown color here on the outside, which you know is going to have a tender inside as well. A nice balanced plate with a protein, a carb. We've got some veggies. We have some healthy fats from that cream sauce. I am a big fan of this. It's almost like a leveled up kind of, elevated chicken Alfredo. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This looks so good. Would absolutely devour that. Next, we have from Wolf Lady Kielbasa, potato soup. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I grew up in Pittsburgh, and there's a ton of people there who say the word kielbasa so strangely or call it kielbasi by accident. And every time I say that word, I can hear people from Pittsburgh in my head saying it. So that's what's happening inside my head right now, just in case you were wondering. Looks like I see some cheese, potatoes. I think I see carrots. Oh my gosh, yum. This looks almost like a chowder. Seems like it would be so cozy for the winter months. Nice, like, stick to your ribs kind of full. I am a big, big fan. Give me a dollop of sour cream in the center of this when you serve it, and then mix it all in after you take the food photo. 100%. We got some nice thick pieces of the kielbasa here. Oh my gosh, yum. That sounds so good. I should try to make something like this. I've actually never done that. Gotta have that for sure. Next, we have up from Aspinator, steak and runny egg for breakfast. Listen, if you know anything about me, you know that I am a huge fan of a runny egg added on top of stuff. Popped the egg for the photo here. We got salt and pepper rubbed rare cowboy steak over potatoes, garlic, and tomato. Finished with parsley, flaky finishing salt, hearty, bold, perfect way to start the week. What is a cowboy cut of steak? Never actually heard of that. A thick cut bone-in ribeye, also often called a short bone tomahawk. Okay, so I learned something new today. That sounds absolutely freaking delicious. I can see that the pink is nice. I can see that the steak is nice and pink in the center. And I just want to point out, because I get this question all the time, or I get this comment all the time. People say things like, oh, I can't eat that steak because it's pink or red in the center and it's bloody. If you did not know this, steak that is pink or reddish in the center, that and those juices that come out of it, that's not blood. So it's not unsafe to eat. You can actually eat meat like this raw in the form of beef tartare. It's often served at kind of fancier restaurants. But a lot of people are afraid of eating a steak rare or medium rare or something like that because they're afraid of this color. That that you're seeing, that color, is a reaction between the myoglobin in the steak and the oxygen. It is not blood, I promise. And that changes a ton of people's minds on if they're willing to try a steak that is less than well done. And trust me, you should. Work your way backwards from well done to medium well to medium rare. Work your way backwards. I promise you the steak is so much better when it is not a leather shoe. Thank me later. So it looks like we got a nice runny egg here. We have some herbs on the top. I see some tomatoes. Do I see potatoes here? Like a little hash situation. We've got runny egg yolk all over the plate, and I am absolutely a fan. This looks like a fantastic brunch sort of situation. Oh my goodness. You're getting a drool react for sure. All right, next we have from Perkins Zone, we got some beans and franks, a nice classic easy dinner. I used to eat hot dogs and baked beans in the summer so much as a kid, and I absolutely love them. These are some fancy hot dog buns that they have up in like the New England area of the United States, where it almost looks like a piece of bread cut in half, but then they slice the hot dog bun on the top through the center instead of sideways like a standard hot dog bun. These are super great if you grill the hot dog buns like on the top and bottom side and then put the hot dog in there. I like it. I like it. What do you guys like to put on your hot dogs? My other half introduced me to mayonnaise on a hot dog bun, and I was never a mayonnaise fan, but now I actually really like it. Big fan of dill relish, big fan of spicy mustard, occasionally ketchup. And I love a bunch of yellow onions finely diced on a hot dog. Not sauteed. I will eat them sauteed, but I prefer fresh ones. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments. All right, next up we have from 21 Primetime. Costco had a pumpkin cheesecake on sale. Couldn't pass this up. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's interesting to me that they would have pumpkin cheesecake so like late in the season. I say that. It's early in the year, but like late in the fall season of flavors. Pumpkin is usually really hard to find outside of like September, October, November, sometimes August, because it gets earlier and earlier every year that people start celebrating fall flavors. But this looks so good. I love the piping of this whipped cream. It looks like it might be like a cinnamon whipped cream on here. You've got a ton of slices in this, and they look like they're going to be super thick. So here's one of them plated up. Oh yeah, you know that's going to be good. Do you guys like cheesecake? I go back and forth. I have to be in the mood for cheesecake. I don't always want it. But there are some really good cheesecake flavors, I gotta be honest. There's some really good ones. Oh my gosh, would definitely try this. My only thing, and this is just a personal preference, I need more whipped cream. I need more whipped cream on top. I know this is like some kind of whipped cream that's piped, but I need like a lot of whipped cream and a little bit of pie, if you know what I mean. Next up, we have from KVO Eats. It says, I'm tipsy, so this is the best y'all gonna get. Okay, well, your food photos when you're tipsy are better than most of mine when I'm not. So we have chicken and sausage gumbo. Oh my gosh, okay. Beautiful pot of simmering food on the stove. Oh my goodness, so we have this in process. I spy okra, I spy peppers and onions, I spy chicken and the sausage pieces. I can see little bits of seasoning all throughout here, which means you know it's gonna have so much flavor. I know a ton of people are not giant fans of okra. Growing up in the Northeast, we didn't really eat okra. Never really had it until I moved to the southern United States. My favorite version of okra is fried, but I mean, naturally, most things that are fried are good. Okra in gumbo is a big point of contention for people because it can sometimes have a texture that feels slimy to them. So you got to make sure not to overcook it. But I honestly enjoy it in this way too. Do you guys like okra? Have you ever had okra? Let me know. Absolutely freaking fantastic. Here it is plated up. Oh my gosh. We got some rice to soak up all of those gumbo juices. We got some fresh herbs. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Tons of textures and flavors. When you build a gumbo, you can kind of brown your meats at the bottom of the pot. Use that same pot with some deglazed liquid to get all of those flavors really well combined. Simmer it low and slow once everything's added in. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. I might need to make gumbo soon. See, the problem with this is that you guys are always making me hungry. That's the problem. Next, we have from Beast Mode. Cheat meals down the road are going to be spicy and interesting. Carolina Reaper garlic fettuccine pasta and habanero garlic fettuccine pasta. This person does spicy food challenges. I should note that none of these are going to be eaten at the next month's cheat meal on the 7th because I already have that one planned out. I do know that this person has a very strict routine when it comes to diet and exercise and training and all of those sorts of things and works really hard to maintain it. So cheat meals are always planned out in advance. This sounds so freaking spicy. Where do you get these? This is from a farmer, like a small farmer. Oh my gosh. Okay, so very few ingredients in here because it's a small company that makes it, which means it's going to be really quality pasta. I wonder how much of it, the spice really comes through since the pasta is dried. Probably way too much for me, but would you guys try these? I would probably, it's one of those things where like if somebody at the table ordered it, I would try a bite, but I probably wouldn't purchase it for fear that it would destroy my stomach. But it sounds really cool. I wonder what you're going to turn these into, and I hope that you post pictures of those down the line when you turn them into cheat meals. I'm very excited to see that. Okay. This is absolutely getting a fire react because spicy. Next up, we have French toast with homemade whipped cream and fruit. I swear this community knows exactly what my body has been craving and decides to post pictures of it just to torture me. That's not true, but you know what I mean. I saw a French toast breakfast sandwich the other day on Instagram, and I was like, I have to have French toast now. Haven't fulfilled that craving, and I'm going to have to now. This is beautiful. Okay, first of all, homemade whipped cream. Takes just a little bit of time and only a handful of ingredients. You're going to use some heavy cream, vanilla, and then you can either use powdered sugar or granulated sugar. You could even do brown sugar if you wanted. It takes a little bit of time, but I promise you it is well worth it. And you'll just know that it's less processed when you taste it versus the store-bought stuff. So worth trying. Oh my goodness, gorgeous golden brown on this French toast. Sounds so freaking good. We've got strawberries and blueberries. We see whipped cream and syrup. What do you guys like to put on your French toast? Are you like berries and whipped cream like this? Just syrup, powdered sugar? I've seen people do peanut butter. What do you like to put on your French toast? I gotta know. And if you had to choose only one to eat for the rest of your life out of the three, would you choose French toast, waffles, or pancakes? We're asking the hard questions here. I know. Oh my goodness, this looks so freaking good. I absolutely am going to have to make French toast soon. Let's go. I also have been really wanting to try, and I don't know if any of you guys have, French toast where you soften ice cream and dip the bread into that as opposed to making the classic French toast mixture with like eggs and milk, vanilla, etc. Have you guys tried that? Interesting way to add flavor to your French toast as well. Next up, we have from Lisa Mack, chicken Alfredo on a French loaf and Caesar salad. Did you just make chicken Alfredo garlic bread? I think you did. And I think you're my hero. Oh my gosh. Chicken Alfredo on a French bread loaf. This is like a French bread pizza. I see Alfredo sauce. I see chicken. I see cheese all over the top. I'm going to have to recreate this. We have a thing on Twitch where in the past people have been able to redeem channel points to choose a meal or a dessert for us to make. And one time, one of our regulars redeemed spaghetti stuffed garlic bread. Oh my gosh, you guys need to try that if you haven't. Giving like spaghetti tacos from iCarly, which like as a kid I always wanted to try, and my mom was always like, no, that sounds gross. But this looks delicious. Nice golden brown bread. Absolutely have got to try that. So freaking good. Next up, we have from Noodle, a bunch of different food from the past 2 weeks. Okay, so photo one, we have Tom Yum instant noodles with whatever is in the fridge and freezer. Okay, so your clean out the fridge and freezer meals are so much more sophisticated and elegant than mine, but I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, so I see spinach. Do I spy an egg back here? I do. I spy an egg back here. This looks like a mushroom or a water chestnut, and oh my goodness. This is so much better. No, I think it's mushroom because I see more down here. This is so much better than my average clean out the fridge meal. But honestly, I love like a noodle bowl or a stir fry to be able to use up produce in your fridge that needs to go. Adding an egg as a great extra source of protein. I am a big fan of this. And we talked about this in the last video. Leveling up store-bought things to make them taste more homemade, to make them more balanced nutritionally. A vibe. Photo number two, we have Beggar dill mix and potato patty mix. Okay, excuse me, it's slash. So that's what it means. This looks incredible. I need to know how to make these. Please post this recipe in the Discord server. So we've got potatoes and I see herbs all throughout. This looks like it's going to make the most freaking delicious potato patties. Wow. These look like yellow potatoes. I wonder if it has to be that kind of potato or if you could do any kind. Do you peel the potatoes? I have so many questions. I need to learn how to make these. Please teach me. I hope it has no fish ingredients. Please, please, please teach me. Photo number 3, we have home-cooked nasi padang, which is cow skin cracker, tunjang, and babat gulai, beggar dill, those potato patties, karo pak ikan, ayam pop, sambal hijau, duan ubi rebus, and rice. Please forgive my pronunciation. I do not speak Malay, and I'm trying really, really hard, so I probably butchered some of that, but just be a little bit forgiving because your girl's trying, okay? Your girl's trying. Okay, so we've got the potato patties from photo 2 in here with this home cook. One thing I did learn recently is that Singapore's rice cakes are very different than ours, and we were playing a game called Food Guesser on my stream, and I noticed that there was a rice cake soup, and I was like, wait, hold on. Somebody took rice cakes and boiled them? Why would you do that? Only come to find out that they're very, very different. Oh my gosh, okay. So we've got a bed of rice here. We've got our beggar dill, the potato patties. We've got our rice cake situation. We have our sauce. What was this over here? Cow skin crackers that are over here on this side of the plate. And then this looks like it must be the sambal. And this must be the karapak ikan, I believe. And then I'm not sure what duan ubi rebus means. Let's Google it. Let's Google it and find out. Looks like it is... Oh, hold on. Gotta put English. Boiled cassava leaves or boiled tapioca leaves. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's going to be these over here, it looks like. All right. So we're learning. Look at us. Process of elimination. We figured it out. Okay. Photo number 4. We have Prosperity Double Beef from McDonald's. Wait, what? What is a Prosperity Double Beef? What is this? They don't have this in the United States. Explain. I see onions. I see a ton of sauce. Okay, I need to know what this is. We've never seen this in the United States. 100%. I don't go to McDonald's very often, but there's no way. I need to know what it is. I see 2 patties. What's the sauce? Tell me more. Tell me more. Were there fries? I need to know. Photo number 5, we have sour, spicy, stir-fry crab. Oh my gosh, I can see all the legs and the body and everything. Oh my goodness. Definitely looks like it would be spicy. Every time I see like bright yellow and bright red colors in this sort of cuisine, it just screams spicy to me. How spicy do you think this is on a scale of like 1 to 5? Give me more information. Give me more information. Crab is one of those things that I'm not a giant fan of, mostly because it's just so much work. My other half is allergic to fish and shellfish, so it works out because like I don't really like eating fish and shellfish, and I can't at home because of his allergies. But even if I were to go out to eat, like this is just so much work. Do you guys feel like that? Is it just me? Maybe I'm lazy. I'm probably lazy. That's okay. Photo number 6, we have banh mian and iced Milo. Okay, so what's banh mian? Let's learn more things. Banh mian is a popular Chinese noodle dish with regional variations, most commonly known as handmade noodles served in a broth or with a sauce featuring minced pork, anchovies, mushrooms, and leafy greens. So it means tossed noodles. And it can refer to a soup version in Singapore or Malaysia, or a dried version in China. Okay, so I know that this doesn't have pork because I know that this user in particular is Muslim and doesn't eat it. But very, very interesting. This looks like we have some crispy onions on the top. We've got some veggies in there. These look like really thick noodles, almost like a fettuccine thickness, or width, I mean. We've got 2 sauces on the side, and then we have, what is this called? Iced Milo, or Milo? Iced Milo. This is a popular, refreshing chocolate malt drink. Okay, gotcha. So we got a chalky milk situation. I'm a fan. And then photos 7 through 9 are bagels, burrata spear, and duck Vader. Oh my gosh. Okay, so getting bagels from a local place and getting them in sandwich form. Listen, I'm a sucker for a bagel sandwich. Like, a bagel is the perfect thing to turn into a sandwich, and people need to do it more often. Look at that. Those bagels are stuffed to the brim. My stomach just growled. This looks so freaking good. Burrata is heavenly. Burrata's heavenly. If you haven't tried it, fix that. Fix that. And then this one is what? A duck Vader. Oh my goodness. So you can see the pieces of duck here. You've got some sort of sauce situation. Again, super well stuffed here. Let's see if we can Google what is in this. A duck Vader bagel. Okay, popular restaurant in Singapore. Is this their menu? Bagel Haus? Can I see the menu online? I have so many questions. All right, this is a deep dive for another time. But if you happen to be watching this video, tell me what all is on this. I feel like I've seen you post this photo before, but I don't remember. And it looks so freaking good. Which was your favorite out of both of these? Were they both yours, or did you get bagels with somebody else? I need to know. Everybody, tell me in the comments your favorite bagel and what you like to put on your bagel, especially if you're building a bagel sandwich. Oh my God, my stomach is growling. I wonder if the mic is picking that up. All right, next we have homemade chicken Alfredo. The only thing not homemade are the noodles. So we've got some homemade garlic bread, nice and toasty, gorgeous brown in color on the chicken. We got a nice sauce covering our fettuccine. You can see all the pepper all throughout the sauce. We've got fresh herbs on the top. Yes, please. Trust me when I tell you that when you learn to make Alfredo sauce homemade, you will stop buying store-bought, and it's so worth it. It doesn't take very long, just a little bit of patience in building the sauce, and oh my gosh, you have a gorgeous homemade meal. That looks so freaking good. All right, guys, that brings us through week 3 of January 2026 food photos in our Discord server. Next video, we'll be going through the last week of January and finishing up the month. Remember, if you want to see your food photos featured in a future video, make sure you join our Discord server. Link is in the description below. Hit the like button on this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you let me know which of these made you the hungriest, because my stomach is growling and I need to go get some food. I'll see you guys next time.